Messiah is going to make all things new. All right? He's going to change everything that you see in this world. The corruption, all right? The wickedness, the evil, the lust, the mindset of the people. All that's going to be changed. Read on.
And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
And so what he said? He said, write, for these words are faithful and true. These words are true. And they're faithful to those that believe and understand. Not to those who are doubting, well, I don't think, well, who wrote the Bible? That's the first question that's come. Well, who wrote the Bible? But when we go into the white man's school for all these 12 years in college, you never ask him who wrote the information he's giving you. You willingly suck it in, you took it in, you got the BS degree, the PhD, and you never ask who wrote the stuff you're learning. But when it comes to the Bible now, who wrote the Bible? You understand? You see the mindset of the people? What? Who wrote the Bible? You see how people minded is how the minds of the people screwed up? That's why the Most High said, these sayings are faithful and true. Read on.
And he said unto me, it is done.
It's done. It's done. It's all done. Read on.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is at thirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Right. So those of our people that's athirst, that's craving, that's thirsty for this truth, that's seeking the truth, the Most High is going to give it to them. And he said he's going to give it to you freely. This is freely given. You don't have to pay a price for this. The only price you have to pay is you have to continue. It says, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. But this is freely given. Read on.
But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire.
And that's where it's going to end up to. All those are fearful, unbelieving. Well, I don't know the Bible. I don't know who wrote that. Man can write anything he want to write. Well, I don't know if this God is true. Moses said you're going to have your part in the lake of fire. All right? You don't have no part in this here. You're fearful. You're unbelieving. Sorcerers, murderers, adulterers. You already got your position already. The lake of fire. All right? What verse was that?
8.
8? All right. Now from there, let's go to the book of St. John. St. John, the 14th chapter. St. John, the 14th chapter, the 27th verse.
The book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I have with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
All right? So this is the words Yahushua was giving to comfort us. All right? So when you're going through death in your family, or somebody dies, don't be troubled at that. You understand? You have to expect those things. All right? Because we live in an evil world. We live in perilous times where these things are going to happen. So Yahushua is giving these words to comfort you. Read that verse again, the 27th verse.
Peace I leave with you.
So this is what Yahushua said, peace I leave with you. He's leaving his peace. Not as the world leave their peace. Yo, brother, peace, brother. That's phony. The peace that Yahushua left is a true and real peace. Read it again.
Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled.
So he said, don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your mind be troubled. Read on.
Neither let it be afraid. Ye have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If you love me, you will rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I.
So what Yahushua said, he said, my Father is greater than I. So how could they say, well, Jesus is God? He's telling you right here. He said, my Father is greater than I. He's letting you know right here. He said, I go to my Father. and my Father is greater than he is. Read on.
And now I have told you before it come to pass, that when it is come to pass, ye might believe. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh, and hath nothing in me. But that the world may know that I love the Father, and as the Father gave me commandments, even so I do. Arise, let us go hence.
All right. Now let's go to the book of Psalms 46 and 10. Psalms 46 and 10. And we'll start getting into the more meat of death. All right. Psalms 46 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 46, verse 10. Be still, and I know that I am Yahweh. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The Most High of Jacob is our refuge.
See, the Most High is our refuge. So you don't have to fear or worry. All right? Now let's go. I'm going to show you now. From here now, let's go to the book of, let's go to Romans 8 chapter and the 31st verse. Romans 8 chapter and the 31st verse.
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 32, 31.
31, down to 39. Yeah.
What shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own son, but delivered him upon for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lie anything to the charge of Yahweh's elect?
Right, so who shall lay anything to Yahweh's elect? Who shall lay any charge to the Most High's elect? All right? Because the Most High elect, nobody can lay no charges against them. Because the Most High have them specifically for a purpose. Read on.
It is Yahweh that justified. Who is he that condemneth? It is Yahushua that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, whom is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us.
Right, so Yahushua died and he was risen, and he sat on the right hand side of the Most High, and he makes intercession for us. All right? Though it might not seem like like nothing is being done, but he's making intercession for us at all times, spiritually. All right? Read on.
Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua?
So who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Who's going to separate us now? Now he's going to list the things that's going to separate us from the love of Yahushua. Let's go. Read on.
Shall tribulation?
Shall tribulation? When you're going through trials and tribulation, is that going to separate you from the love of Yahushua? Is that going to make you give up? Is that going to make you lose faith? It shouldn't. All right? Read it again.
Shall tribulation or distress?
Or distress? Read on.
Or persecution?
Or persecution, you're being persecuted. Read on.
Or famine?
Or famine. Read on.
Or nakedness?
Or nakedness. Read on.
Or peril?
Or perils. Read on.
Or sword?
Or sword. Read on.
As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
Right, we're killed all day long while we're living in this setup. Our spirit is being persecuted. All right? Your physical flesh is going through different adversities. All right? Read on.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Right, and we are like accounted like sheep to the slaughter. You ever see a sheep when it's going to the slaughter? It goes right up. Bah, bah. You got the machine going, the knife. You come right, bah, bah. Slit his throat. Bah, bah. Right up. Just walking right into death. All right? Now you can't do it to a goat. A goat like, a goat doesn't play that. Like, nah, you don't put it on knife in my throat. But a sheep will walk right into it. All right? So that's what we are like today. We are like sheep accounted for the slaughter. All right? Read on.
Nay, in all these things.
In all these things that we're going through, perils, tribulation, distress, famine, nakedness. All right? Read on.
These things we are all more than conquerors.
We have to be more than conquerors when it comes to these things. Read on.
Though him that love us, for I am persuaded that neither death...
See, now check it out. I'm persuaded that neither death, when death comes, that should hinder you. You should be prepared for that when death comes. In your family or loved ones. It might seem harsh and hard, but you have to be prepared for it. You have to prepare yourself for all things. Alright? Just like when Jacob was dying, before he died, he knew he was going to die. And before he gave up that spirit, he blessed his sons. He called them before them and said, listen, I'm old now, I'm about to give up the spirit, I live my life. And he blessed his sons. All of our patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, when you read the history of righteous men, when they knew they was going to die, the Most High said, get your house in order, and this is what you got to do. Alright? Read on.
Nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahushua our Lord.
Right, what verse was that?
39.
Okay, now go to the book of Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41. And we're going to start from the 10th verse, Isaiah 41.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not.
So the Most High said, fear thou not. Don't fear. Alright, read on.
For I am with thee.
The Most High said, I'm with thee. Don't fear. Read on.
Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed.
Alright, that was 13, right?
Come.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
No, 11.
11? Okay, read on to the 13th verse. Yeah.
And confounded they shall be nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Verse 12. Thou shalt seek them, and shalt not find them. Even them that contended with thee, they that war against thee, shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee.
Right, so when the time of death, don't fear. The Most High is going to hold you up. Like we said, those loved ones are coming back in the resurrection. The only thing they're not here with us physically no more. They pass on, all right? But they'll be back. They're coming back in the resurrection, all right? Now from there, go to let's go to the book of 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, and start from the 13th verse.
The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse 13. But I will not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep.
See, concerning them that are dead in the earth, dead. Don't be ignorant concerning those that are asleep, meaning dead in the grave. Read on.
That ye sorrow not.
Don't sorrow. Don't sorrow. All right, read on.
Even as others which have no hope.
Right, like people in the world, they sorrow because they have no hope or understanding of the scriptures or what death is. So they sorrow because they have no understanding. But those of us that knows the scripture, we should be sorry. Read on.
For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again.
See, if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, if you understand it, that he died and rose again, read on.
Even so, them also which was asleep.
See, even those that are asleep, even those that are dead, they are asleep in the grave. Read on.
And Yahushua will Yahweh bring with him.
See, those that died in Hamashiach, the Most High is going to bring them with Yahushua when he comes in the day of the resurrection. He's going to bring them. He's going to raise them up. Read on.
For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive,
those of us that are alive now, that's still living, all right? Read on.
And remain
until that day. Read on.
Until the coming of the Lord, shall not prevent them which are asleep.
We're not going to stop those who are asleep, that's dead, to be risen up, to be resurrected. All right, read on.
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of Yahweh, and the dead in the Mashiach shall rise first.
See that? So those that died in Hamashiach Yahushua are going to be risen in that day. They're going to be risen up first. You understand? So while you thinking, oh, my family died and they ain't coming back? No, they're coming back in the resurrection. They're going to be risen up first. Those that died in the Hamashiach, believing in him and what he stands for and doing the work. Alright? Because there's also a flip side to it too. I'm going to show you that too in the book of Daniel. There's more to it. What verse was that?
16.
16?
17.
Alright. Go to the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter. Daniel, the 12th chapter. Daniel 12 and start from the first verse.
Yeah. The book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at the time shall Michael stand up.
And at that time shall Michael stand up. Alright? That's Michael, the chief archangel of war. He's going to stand up also with Yahushua in that day. Because it's going to be a time of great trouble. Read on.
The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
The great prince, that archangel, that standeth for the children of thy people. So this is what the Most High was showing Daniel the prophet in the last days. That Michael was going to stand up, that great archangel, the prince of thy people. Read on.
And there shall be a time for trouble, such as never.
Read again. It's going to be a time.
And there shall be a time of trouble.
There's going to be a time of trouble. Great trouble. Read on.
Such as never once since there was a nation.
Right. So since the beginning of the creation to this present day is going to be a time of trouble. Since there was ever a nation on the earth, this is going to be a time of the greatest trouble ever that's going to hit this earth and the history of mankind. Read on.
Even to that same time, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered.
And at that same time, thy people shall be delivered. Those of us that are alive, we're going to be delivered from this great destruction that's coming towards the entire earth. Target USA. Alright? Because this destruction is coming. Read on.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
See, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Alright? You have to be found written in the book. If you're not found written in that book, say goodbye. But you're coming back on the other side. Read on.
And many of them that sleep in the dust.
And many of them that sleep in the dust. Many of them that's dead in the ground, in the grave, that's dead. Read on.
Of the earth shall awake.
They're going to awake. Alright? Now, the righteous is going to be awakened, and the wicked is going to be awakened. Many that sleep in the dust shall be awakened. They're going to be resurrected. Read on.
Some to everlasting life.
Some to everlasting life. Some is going to be risen up to live forever, to have that everlasting life. Read on.
And some to shame and everlasting contempt.
And some to shame and everlasting contempt. Meaning going to be put right back to death again. A spiritual death. Why? Because they hated the Most High. And they made mockery of the Most High words. Alright? So read that verse again. That same one, it says, some to everlasting life and some to everlasting shame and contempt.
Some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words.
So the Most High said, you know what, Daniel? Shut up the words until that time. Alright? So the words were sealed. The prophecies were sealed. The understanding of the book was sealed for that period of time. Until the Most High had it opened back again. He had it sealed for a set particular time. Then he said, open it back again. Alright? Read on.
And sealed the book, even to the time of the end.
Even to the time of the end, which we're in now. We're in the end now. Because Daniel didn't live to see what took place. What the Most High showed him. The Most High showed him these things. And he wrote it down. But he didn't live to see the actual events of all these things that he wrote. Read on.
Many shall run to and fro.
Meaning technology, inventions. Alright? All these things had to come to pass. Alright? Space travel, cars, trains. Alright? All these inventions have to come to pass. Read on.
And knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge shall be increased. High technology. The idea where you could have a cell phone and you could be on the internet. Imagine that. Not even 10 years ago, you had a cell phone where you could be on the internet. But now you could be on YouTube with a cell phone. You could be on the internet, everything on a cell phone. Imagine that. You could be on a cell phone here and speaking way across the world on a cell phone. You couldn't do that in Daniel's time. You probably did it spiritually to mental telepathy. You understand? In that sense, to the spirit of the Most High. But to physically have it where you could talk on the phone and you hear a next man talking 10,000 miles, that's amazing. You understand? You're talking on the phone, hey, how you doing? And he's way over in Saudi Arabia and you were here in America. That's some technology, right? That's what he's talking about. You could see a TV and see a man on TV live. That's technology. Alright? So this is what he was talking about. Read on.
Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there stood other two.
Alright, so that's it. Now from there, go to the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. And start from the 16th verse. Actually, get 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter first. Get the 5th chapter first. 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. We're going to begin from the first verse. 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter and the first verse.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved.
Alright, so what is Paul talking about? He said, for we know that if our earthly house, what is our earthly house? Our bodies, right? This is the temple, our body. Read that verse again.
For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved.
If it were dissolved, meaning it passed away, it faded away, it crumbled, it deteriorated, it died, it went into the dust. Read on.
We have a building of Yahweh.
We have a building of the Most High. This building is going to be a spiritual body that's going to be rebuilt, remade over. Read on.
An house not made with hands.
A house not made with hand. He's actually showing about a temple, a building too. But he's also referring to your body also too. Read on.
Eternal in the heavens.
It's going to be eternal in the heavens. Read on.
For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven.
Right. So we groaning to change this physical, wicked, corruptible body to put on what? A spiritual body that does not sin, that does not fall into corruption, into death, into decay. Right? Read on.
If so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle.
So we are in this tabernacle. Those of us, all of us, that are in this tabernacle, a body. Read on.
Do groan.
We're groaning. What are we groaning for? The things in life. The disadvantages. The unfairness. The hardship. Alright? We're groaning. You might not say, well, I ain't groaning. Yeah, your spirit is groaning. Because your spirit is catching hell in this setup. Alright? Read that verse again.
For we that are in this tabernacle do groan.
We do groan. Read on.
Being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon that mortality.
Right, so that mortality. See, this mortality of the body is wearing us down. Alright? The everyday, day-to-day life problems. It breaks down the mortality of your body. It takes a toll on you. Right, read on.
Might be swallowed up of life.
See, it might be swallowed up of life. Read on.
Now he that hath wrought us for the selfsame thing of Yahweh, who also have given unto us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that, whilst we are at home in the body.
Right, so it says, therefore, we are always confident knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, read on.
We are absent.
We're absent.
We're absent from the Lord.
Right. So while we're here in this body here, we're absent from the presence of the Yahushua, because he's up in the spiritual realm and we're down here. So we're absent from him. But spiritually, if we connect ourselves back to him, he's not absent from us. But physically, he's absent from us. Read on.
For we walk by faith, not by sight.
So we walk in by faith, not by sight. You have to walk by faith. Read on.
We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body, and to be present with the Lord.
Right. So we don't want to be in this sinful body. We want to be with Yahushua in that state. But it's not that time yet. All right? But in due time. Now go to, I'm not sure I want to show you concerning this, but look, forget about that. Let's go to 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, and begin from the 16th verse.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish. Yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Right, so what is that saying? It says, right? For which cause we faint not. Don't faint yet. Don't give up. All right? For which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish. What is that?